Hey guys, Marcus here. I'm going to have an update for my Machina Gadget deck. A lot of people have been asking for it, so I'm going to do it, obviously. So, played it in locals, because Vancouver locals, because my locals is pretty sad. And I went 5-0. I beat the Mirror, X-Sabers. Oh, what was next? After X-Sabers... Oh, I can't remember. But I fought a Synchro guy. Synchro guy was the finals, and I beat it. I just went 5-0. Didn't open anything good in my packs that I won. But anyways, this version of the deck is a little different than last time. I've moved away from the Future Fusion, Jinzo Returner route. I don't really know why I did. I just wanted to try out something else. This has been working pretty well. I haven't really been playing Machina that much lately because I've been playing it a lot. I like trying out new decks every once in a while. But here we go with the update. Alright. 3 of each gadget this time. This version's more of just like straight gadgets with basically the Machina extra. Plays 3 of each. And there's a bunch of reasons why I went up 3 in each, and you'll see later on in the deck. So we have those. So next up is 3 gear frame. There's no reason not to run 3. They're really good. They're floaters. They're 1800 attack, and the the union ability is actually surprisingly useful on gear frame for equipping to fortress and whatnot. Yeah. 2 fortress. I decided not to run 3 due to the fact that I just wanted to play gadgets and have more combos with them, like I have in the deck. I could go up to 3. I haven't tried it out yet, but 2 so far has been working quite well. There's only been, I think, 1 situation where it's actually mattered that I didn't have 3, and that was I drew all 3 of my gear frames. But 2 is fine. You should never really run out of them if you have 2. I mean, once they go to the graveyard, unless they both get bottomless, which is usually unlikely. Yeah, really good card. People still don't know like how to deal with this card. It's kind of strange. People just don't give this deck respect it deserves, I guess. 2 Peacekeepers. These guys are really solid still. I underestimated them a lot, but they're really good. Equipping them to Fortress and then crashing into a Stardust Dragon, and then the Peacekeeper dies, you get the effect, get a gear frame. It's just so good. Lots of combos with this guy upcoming, with the upcoming cards. 3 Solidarity. This version plays no cards that aren't machines, so I just play 3. The reason why people play 2 is because they side deck cards like DD Crow and stuff like that, and they don't want to really get ruined because of it. But my version just plays all machines, so... also, it's because I play 3 of each gadget. Gadgets really need this to like just overpower everything. Next up, 3 Smashing Ground. I think it's a staple in gadget decks. It gets around a lot of cards, and it's actually quite good in the Mirror because you're just smashing around like Fortress and it doesn't get its effect or anything. It's still a really good card. I'm still surprised that they put it to 3. So this is one of the biggest changes in the deck. Creature Swap. This card is ridiculous. I couldn't believe I didn't think of it before with the original deck, but this card is absolutely busted with this deck because you just summon Peacekeeper, Creature Swap, take their monster, kill Peacekeeper, get its effect, get gear frame next turn, play gear frame, go from there. Like, just summoning a gadget and then taking their bigger thing than a gadget and attacking with them is sweet. Like, if you can't deal with it, if you don't have a Smashing Ground, it's almost Smashing Ground, like 4, 5, and 6. Sometimes better, because you just summon any monster, take their Synchro monster, for instance, and you just, like, it's just really good. I was really surprised. Limited removal. I'm playing all machine monsters. I mean, if you're not playing this card, I don't know what's wrong with you. And Heavy Storm, and Mystical Space Station. Basically staples. I know people want to need to explain more about just not saying, oh, they're staples, automatically include them. But I mean, there's not really much to say. Like, I play Heavy Storm because it's Heavy Storm. Like, I know there's Starlight Road and stuff like that, but I mean, if you're gonna throw your Heavy Storm into somebody who sets 4 cards, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a Starlight Road, and you're just an idiot. 2 Bottomless Trapples, once again staples. I really don't need to explain why, because I don't want to. Roll Oppression, really good in this format. Allows a lot of special summoning. This deck special summons a bit too, but I mean, usually what you want to do is just summon your fortress first, and then set Royal Oppression. I mean, there's almost nothing in this format that gets over it without special summoning. I can only think of a few things. Royal Oppression is still really good. There's a lot of stuff that stops it. I mean, X Sabers has Cold Wave and Giant Tornado, Heavy Storm, and everything else. But you still run it. It's still really good. 2-Dimensional Prison. I'm only playing 2 right now because of the next card coming up, and I feel Dimensional Prison isn't as good as it used to be. It's still pretty good, but definitely not as good because of Infinities. 2 Destroyer. This card is mainly I guess due to Infinities, because you can Dust Tornado their launcher, or Dust Tornado their back rows when they set their entire hand to go off, just so you can get rid of their Inferno and all that stuff. It's a really good card right now. It's also pretty good just because you want to get down your fortress, and you don't want it to get bottomless or anything like that. Pretty good card this format. Solemn. I've always liked Solemn Judgment. Negates anything that you can't deal with. Not really much need to explain that. Tori and Mirror Force. A lot of people are cutting Mirror Force because Starlight Road just wrecks it, but it's Mirror Force. People you gotta run Mirror Force. It's saved you so many times. How could you take that card out? And the final card, Dark Dust Shoot. Now, the original list of this deck that I found played Ultimate Offering, because you have 3 of each gadgets and then you can just spam the field. But in testing, it either wasn't coming up, or when it was coming up, it really didn't do anything. You just had a field with 1,200, 1,300, and 1,400 monsters, and it was good. Sometimes you'd just OTK them and it would be sweet, but other times it was just nothing. So I put in Trap Dust Shoot because opening it against certain decks just means you win, and it's always been a good card. So yeah, that's it. That's the entire deck. Once again, I apologize for not having content up for a while. I didn't have my cards. They were in Vancouver. I accidentally left them there when I was at a tournament, but luckily I got them back. So yeah, I should have some more content maybe in a day or two, meeting up with one of my friends and maybe playing some games with him, or just showcasing another deck. But yeah, if you guys want to ask any questions or whatever, feel free to PM me. I've gotten lots of questions so far about my deck and just fixes for decks and stuff like that. But feel free to PM me about stuff like that. So yeah, thanks again.